You know, we out here a little late. It was my fault because I got sick. I thought I was going to be in the spirit world, and I had to figure out a way to save my damn self, you know. But I know exactly what the deal is. We do study sciences, so we know when our body gets fucked up. My body got fucked up. Thought I was going the spiritual realm. I was going to tell these brothers to take me to the emergency room. Then I said, nah, man, I don't need no emergency room. Then I realized what it was. That it had more electrolytes in my electrolyte imbalance, the deficiency. So you got to know the body. So more electrolytes, more electrolytes, more electrolytes. Now, Apostle Bar had the same thing. You can tell your story. And what did I tell you? Tell the story and tell them what I told you, what it was.
Yeah, you told me it was electrolyte imbalance that I had.
Deficiency.
Electrolyte deficiency. What happened was I had ridden my bike and I rode it a little more far than I wanted to.
On an empty stomach?
Yeah, pretty much. And about 40 miles, I think I did. And this was a while back, maybe a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And I didn't drink water. You know, I just,
you were playing wrestling with your body.
Yeah. So, make a long story short, you know, I started feeling weird. Everything seemed like it was on fire.
It was like a short-circuiting. Yeah. You got a circuit board that short circuits. You see all these lights and shit. You know? Yeah. That's what happened to me, and that's what happened to him. So I remember him going through it, and I told him, I said, look, that's what you get for not drinking. Well, water would have fucked you up even worse. You didn't drink water and electrolytes. You're doing that many fucking miles. How long does it take to do 40 miles?
About 3 hours.
Yeah, he was riding on empty. Like the song, running on empty. He was literally running on empty.
Yeah.
Electrolyte deficiency.
Yeah.
And water would have, if he drank water, it would have made matters worse. It would have helped him. It would dehydrated him. But when you have too much water, you deplete your electrolytes. You know, so it's an electrolyte deficiency. And that's called hyperhydration. When you got too much water in your system. And I know better. But at the time, I'm wondering what the hell's going on with me. I'm all fucked up. I'm thinking about you. You know? I'm like, I was shaking. I was all fucked up. All kind of lights was going on in my head and shit. I was cold sweat. So what I should have did was have electrolytes. So from now on, I'm going to go back to electrolytes. And another reason, too, was I didn't drink any structured water. I'm used to drinking structured water. I had it in the refrigerator. I'd sip from it, but I didn't drink any of the fruits of it. So electrolytes is part of my thing from now on. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 15:1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yeah, so the people are who? Are the Israelites. So like that's why we don't want to talk to Christians, because Christians don't know what the hell is going on.
Yep, I'll read it again. 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Like Elder Pastor always says, the wacky-tacky Christians, they don't know about prophecy. They don't know how to break down prophecy. Okay? Like you ask them a simple question like, what is America in the Bible? Many of them can't tell you.
Yep.
Now the ones who kind of study a little bit, they may say that America is known as Babylon the Great. They may say that.
There's a couple of New Testament born-againers that are really into the scriptures. Yes, they're out there. Them Bible Belt people, them preparedness people, they're really get into this. There's some Edomites that roll up on the different camps that they're for real.
Yeah.
So I'll tell them, you guys might be gangs, man.
I agree.
Because you're trying to get the Gentile thing in there. That's the only thing you can't get is the Gentile thing. Because you're thinking you an Edomite or another nation, but you could be an Israelite. And that's what you brothers should say, man.
That's right.
And you Christians are looking stupid, man.
Yeah.
Here, this guy, Vocab Malone bringing out Pastor Mike. I call him Pastor, not Pastor Mike, Pastor Mike. Pastor Mike. Did you see it? You saw the video?
Some of it.
Where they roll up on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi didn't know how to defend it,
No.
you know? But what happened was, there were videos made before I made, so I made the video too. I kind of hopped on it too, land backed off of it. Now, when he mentioned something about, can you get that real quick? Psalms 87. I don't know the verse, but it says Ruth. I know it doesn't say
Oh,
Ruth.
yeah.
It says Rahab.
Rahab, yeah. That's all right.
Isaiah 4:1 is at the door, y'all. Y'all gonna get a treat. Y'all gonna get a treat, man. Something on my mind, something on my mind. Isaiah 4:1.
Psalm 87:4. That's it.
So go ahead and read it. So this is what not Pastor Mike, but Pastor Mike. All right? This is what he read, like he's gonna get these guys, but these guys didn't know. All you got to do is go to the blue letter and click on the word. So let's go.
Psalm 87:4. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know
Wait a
me.
minute. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon.
Right.
So the Most High is gonna make mention of a woman when she was a whore. Her house was a harlot house, right?
Yeah.
Now I was thinking, it doesn't say in the scriptures. The spies that went in, I believe that was Joshua and Caleb. It was Joshua and Caleb. Y'all can fact check me on one. It was Joshua and Caleb. Maybe they were getting some pussy. We don't know. You know, maybe you know what I'm saying? Because you got to dress like a harlot, you know. But anyway, it's talking about a person, right?
Yeah.
It's talking about. Well, actually, it's not talking about a person, but it says Rahab, right? Then it says Babylon. Well, wait a minute. Why is the Most High going to deal with a person, one woman, and Babylon, which is a country? Rahab means another country. It means Egypt. Read again, please.
Psalm 87:4. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre.
Another land. So Rahab is actually, Rahab is not talking about the person. We're gonna prove that to you. So if you put your scholar cap on, you can clearly see it. Read that one more time, brother.
Psalm 87:4. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia.
Tyre, Philistia, Ethiopia, and Rahab. Oh, this bitch right here. Oh yeah, that bitch Rahab. And these countries, no. Rahab represents a country. We're gonna tell you what the country is. Come on.
Let me read one more time. Psalm 87:4.
One more again.
I will
As
make
Bishop Nate would say,
Yeah.
one more again.
one more again.
We love you, Nate. We praying for you. We praying that you get it real when the chip comes. We believe you're gonna come around. You're gonna finally see the light, nigga. Let's go.
Psalm 87:4. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia.
These are all lands.
Yep.
So the Most High gonna save all these lands, and then he gonna save this one hoe.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Man, come on now.
This man was born there.
Come on.
5th verse. And of Zion it shall be said, this and that man was born in her, and the highest himself shall establish her.
The her ain't talking about Rahab.
No.
It's talking about the Israelites that are scattered through these different lands. Man, read it again from the top.
Psalm 87:4. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia. Yeah, them that know me. Who are the people that know the Lord? The
There you go.
Israelites.
What another point?
Yeah, the Israelites.
Yep.
The other
Read it
nations.
again from the fourth verse.
Hold up, the other nations don't know the Heavenly Father.
Hell
They
no.
don't know him.
They don't know. Psalm 87:4. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. That's a clue. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This man was born there. What about the Israelite from Ethiopia? That was in
Wait
that.
a minute. This man was born there. What
Yeah.
Joshua left the seed, and one of his sons stayed with Rahab? This man, Joshua Seed.
Yeah.
Come on now. Y'all don't know the scriptures,
Don't
man.
know the scriptures.
That's why you never argue on prophecy.
That's right.
You never argue on prophecy.
You know what that
The
makes
argument is on whether the Gentile can make it too, or whether the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost is the same. Go challenge us on prophecy. Challenge us on prophecy.
Right.
You'll never do that, man.
Nope.
You know why? You know why? Because you don't know the prophecy. You don't
That's
know
right.
it, and you're scared.
That's right. Let's start with America. What is America?
They don't know. They don't know.
Where's America in the Bible? America ain't in the Bible. Yeah, okay.
Hold up, America's 250 years old
Right.
as of this year. As of right now, 250 years.
Right.
Babylon, Neo-Babylon was less than 70 years,
Yeah.
right?
Good point. Right.
Rome, when Esau had it, was about 150 years. But somehow America just kind of built up.
Yeah.
But the Most High didn't know,
Yeah.
who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Flew under the radar.
Who the fuck is you?
America flew under the
So
radar.
that while the Most High was doing his marvelous work, right?
Yeah.
Here they building up America and shit, you know?
Right.
Most High don't see shit. This is why we call the cops on you.
Exactly.
Because you don't know shit.
Yeah. Yep. So like Apostle said, we'll start with prophecy. If we're going to go the prophecy route, let's ask, where's America in the Bible, according to prophecy?
That's the question.
They can't tell you, man. They don't know.
Now, if they say it's not, Babylon is not America, I say, okay, but no, I didn't ask you all that. I said,
Right.
where is America? America got to be mentioned in the Bible, somewhere in the Bible. Matter of fact, let's go to the chat.
Okay.
And let's ask the chat, where is America? Is America spoken about in the Bible?
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Chat, is America spoken about in the Bible?
That says, short answer, the Bible never explicitly names
Well,
America.
we knew you were going to say that. We knew you were going to say that. Let's go. Well, let's go.
There's no direct reference to a nation across the Atlantic that we would clearly identify today as the United States.
True. Come on.
That said, people have tried to connect certain prophetic passages to modern nations, including America, based on interpretation rather than clear identification. It says, where people think America might appear. Babylon, number one, Babylon the Great.
Well, that's why it's called mystery.
That's why it's called Matter of fact,
Yep.
give me Revelation 17:5. No, start at 1. Start at 1. We're gonna go through Revelation 17.
Right.
It ain't cold today, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah. Good. Revelation 17:1. And they came.
And like that song that Nina Simone, and I'm feeling fine.
Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Many waters. Now you have one interpreter says the many waters say America is smack dab in the middle of the 2 biggest oceans on the planet, Atlantic and the Pacific. Sitteth on many waters, but the waters represent what? It represents the masses of the people. Go right to the verse. I believe that's the 15 verses. 15 verses somewhere around there.
Yeah.
11 verses. I think it's 15.
Yep, that's it.
Come on.
The 15th verse, same chapter, Revelation 17. And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
What was America called at one time? They used to say it when I was a kid. It was called the Great Melting Pot.
Right.
America was called the Great Melting Pot. And Americans, especially in New York, you don't got to go to no different country to experience the culture. You can get all that culture right here in New York. You know? You want some authentic Greek food? It's in New York.
Right.
You want some East Indian food? It's in New York. You know?
New York is the
I ain't got Chinatown.
It looks It's like you in China.
Yeah.
You go down to Chinatown and take pictures, say I'm in China. Niggas don't know. You know?
Yeah, Canal Street, right there, Canal. I used to work around that area. Yeah, you feel like you're in China.
You got a Little Italy. When we were locked up, where my cell was, they had that little window, and I would look down on China. But anytime I would get up in the morning in my cell, I would go like this. I would look down like that, and I said, as soon as I get up, I said, this weekend we're gonna curse him out. You know? Hello. Let's go.
Revelation 17 and 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
So that's America. That's America, man. Right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Absolutely. Revelation 17 and 1 again. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
The inhabitants of the earth is the rest of the nations.
Yep.
They are made drunk meaning what? Intoxicated by their philosophies,
Right.
by their policies.
American philosophy, the American policy,
Yep.
or the American way of life. You can bring in Hollywood drama, Hollyweird.
Yeah.
You're right. Hollyweird.
Americanization.
Yeah,
You
Americanization.
go to Japan, you got McDonald's, you got Burger, you got all these different things. You go to Egypt, right? You go to see the Sphinx and the pyramids. If you were to do an about face, you're going to see a lineup of restaurants, all American, Burger King, Wendy's, KFC. Because why? Because everybody around the earth, they're familiar with those foods. You know,
Hooters. You had Hooters restaurant.
Hooters restaurant,
No.
which they went out of business.
They went out of business, but at one time China had Hooters restaurant, man. And Hooters-
Americanization.
Yeah.
So this is, read that again. Read that verse again.
The U.S. dollar after World War II. They had the what was that? The Bretton Woods.
The world reserve currency.
Right.
Yeah.
Which leads to the petrodollar, right?
Petrodollar.
The petrodollar,
It
right?
became the petrodollar.
It became the petrodollar.
It was backed by gas. That's why they call it the petrodollar, but it
Right.
used to be backed by gold.
Right,
There's
okay.
no gold as of 71, Nixon.
Right.
Remember the scene in Godfather when Michael went back to Sicily, and he had them 2 bodyguards with him,
Yeah.
and the Jeep drove by, and then the Italian guy said, "Hey, American GI, take us to America, take us to America." That's another example.
That's where people wanted to go.
Yeah.
That was the American dream. Not no more. It's the American nightmare. White people are feeling it.
Okay. And that was supposed
White
to be,
people are feeling like Negroes now.
right. And that was supposed to be the 40s, the 1940s, when that scene took place. Yeah, I mean, it's filmed in the 70s, but based on 1940s, that scene. Revelation 17 and 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Keep reading.
Read it again, please. I'm sorry.
Revelation 17 and 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk.
America's going to make policies for these other nations. Ultimately, the mark of the beast will be introduced to the world, but it's happening behind the scenes. The mark of the digital system. Even Pastor Rama spoke about that. He went into all the countries. I think I said something behind him about all the countries that are going digital, and it's a whole. You know what? Go to chat and ask the number of countries that are going digital.
That's a great point, man. Why all these countries going digital?
Yeah.
They're getting ready for what? That RFID chip. That's the only answer. Which means what? For the top wicked elite means what? More control. That's what they want. More control. Total control. Yeah.
Okay, it says, right now, there isn't a single simple number like X countries have gone digital. because countries are at different stages, research, pilot, or fully launched. But here's the most accurate breakdown as of 2026. Global overview. About 137 countries are exploring or developing digital currencies.
And why are they doing it? Did they all have an eureka moment? Did they all have an epiphany? Oh, digital is the way to go. And the masses of the people do not want digital, man. They don't want digital. So it's 137 nations. You know how many nations there are on the planet? I believe the exact number is 198.
Okay.
So that's talking about 75% of the nations.
Yep.
And all the nations are going to go digital because they got to put the chip in there. Here comes the chip. Here comes the chip. Y'all better, IUIC, wake the fuck up. ISUPK, wake the fuck up.
Right.
Because you're going to have to explain it. You're going to have to explain it. Eventually, you're going to have to explain it, man.
Yep.
And to back up what Apostle just said, the scripture says, high time to awake out of sleep. What's that? Romans 13 and 11. So these guys are still sleeping. Oh, 1 Thessalonians, let us not sleep as do others.
Right.
But let us
Some
what?
guys are sleeping. Sleepy.
They drooling.
Sleepyheads. We got a new name for these guys.
Yeah, sleepyheads.
Sleepyheads. You know? Fish heads. Fish heads, rib, fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Eat them up, yo. I can tell you a backstory on these guys.
Oh, you told me already.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all are sleepyheads. Oh, wait a minute. Isaiah 56, was that Isaiah 56 and 10?
Yeah,
You mean that? Get that?
Yep.
You guys are sleepyheads. You slept, you know, in the movie Training Day, remember they had them corrupt cops? And the guy said about ethics, he said, I slept the ethics part of the class.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like these niggas, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Bishop Nate slept at the Mark of the Beast part, and General Johannes slept. They slept.
Let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch.
Let us not sleep as do others.
Let us watch and be sober. The hell
They're
you
not
guys
sober,
watching?
man. They're drunk.
Yes. Yeah.
They teaching that's they're like while it was going around with Captain Tazariak and Captain Katazar. Okay, shalom to y'all, bro. I still love y'all, man. By the way, I still love y'all.
Still love you.
Cause we looking out for y'all now.
Right.
We concerned about you,
It's called
man.
tough love.
It's called tough love.
Yeah, well,
you know?
that's true.
Anyway, the dude called, the intelligent brother called, which I'm pretty sure he watched GMS too, about the whole digital thing and the tribulation. What did Captain Tazariak do? What did he say? Oh, I'm going to pass it on to Captain Katazar.
Pass the book.
Why would you pass it on? There's a simple explanation. I would have said, look, it's all going to lead to the mark of the beast. It's a microchip. Well, give me some scripture. So I can give you one scripture. Revelation 13 and 16. Now you got to go into this. The Spirit got to be working with you for you to see it. It ain't going to be laid out for you.
Right.
It ain't going to be put out there so the goats can get it. Y'all know that saying? That's an old saying. Put it out there where the goats can get it. That's old school. That means it's obvious. You know, you heard your uncle say that shit down south. So where we at? Where we at?
Isaiah 56 and 10. His watchmen are blind.
His watchmen are blind. Because the writing's on the wall as to this cat walking. That's a hood cat. But anyway, the writing's on the wall, bro.
Right.
It's obvious. I understand that you couldn't see it 14 years ago, 16 years ago, 10 years ago. I understand why you guys bucked up against GMS, but you can't buck up against us no more.
That's right.
You can't buck up against us no more.
Right.
Because we got it right. So everybody, you know what? No, GMS always said it. They always said it. Go back 10 years, 14 years, when they first got on YouTube, 07, they always said it.
That's right.
So who's the premier camp? Bishop Nate, GMS.
Who's the real watchman?
Who's the king?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Who's the king? Pastor Mike. Who's the king?
Like
What does it say? He said, who's the king in Deuteronomy 28:36?
Yeah.
And them guys in Detroit, IUIC, they were calling numbers.
Right.
falling all over. Y'all saw the video. Doing all this shit.
That was easy. That one was easy.
And I said, man, what's wrong with y'all, man? You mean to tell me they ain't put that in the precinct package?
They were sleeping.
They didn't get the precinct package part? Huh?
Well, they could have said Nate is the king, because he acts like he's the king.
You should have said that.
They should have said Nate is the king.
You should have said that.
Commander
I had a back and forth. I had a back and forth with this brother, Alizar. And we still love you, Alizar. We still love you. You know? Get your act together, man. Come back, get on out there like you're supposed to be, man. Anyway, we had a little back and forth with him, and he gonna tell me that the king in Deuteronomy 28:36 is a king named King Tacky.
Oh yeah, King Tacky. I remember that.
So I looked up King Tacky, and it looked just like my childhood friend that died a couple of years back. It looked just like him. I said, no, it ain't no King Tacky, man. It ain't no King Tacky. It's Moses.
That's right.
Now, if looking at his skin.
One of the big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we gonna get him.
Yeah.
But anyway,
PYT.
this is what they should have told. If we were there, we would have told Pastor Mike. We'd have told him, look, it's gonna go over your head. Because in order for you to understand this, you gotta understand reincarnation. You gotta understand reincarnation. If you understand reincarnation, you want me to give you a straight answer? The straight answer to that question, what does it mean by Deuteronomy 28:36? Is Moses. You heard me? It's Moses. Well, how's it Moses? Well, you're not going to understand it unless you understand the whole Bible, the spiritual aspects of the Bible. You got to accept reincarnation, and none of you clowns going to accept it. So you done lost, man. You done lost. Moses was the one that went into captivity, because who was the king at that time? The king at that time was Moses.
Right. Yep.
That's in Deuteronomy 33.
Yep. King first in Jeshurun. That's what it says.
Did Moses come back through his generation? The answer is yes. As all of us.
Which
came
means
back.
Moses actually went into, he suffered slavery too.
Yeah.
The only one that didn't suffer slavery working in the field was Yahweh Shai. All the prophets, they had to go. Abba's parents were in slavery, man. He was one generation away from being a slave. His parents, not his grandparents, his parents were slaves.
And then that word generation, the very word, when you go into it, means generated. Keep coming. What does a generator do? It takes the current and keeps making it come back over and over again. So it's what? Aren't we current in bodies? Right? Pastor was going through electrolytes, and that's really currency, or current. So when you low on electrolytes, your current is short circuited in your body, and you don't feel right.
Current money, they call money currency, because if the currency dies, everything dies. Electric spark, that's why they got it in the hospital, they got a jump start. That can change, right? Say again?
Cardiac arrest machine.
Right, but it's another, it's a defibrillator, I can't say it. Anyway, basically it's the same concept of boosting your car. It's the same concept. So you can actually take a car and put sponges on that shit and put on somebody's heart and it'll pump it right, boom, it'll wake the motherfucker back up. I'm serious. Our body's electrical. That's in the scriptures, man. Give me that in your pocket, if anybody knows where it is. If not, it says a spark.
Let's see. I'll just type in spark.
I think it's in James 5, it says, I think it's smoke. But in the pocket, it says a spark.
Wisdom of Solomon 2:2.
Read it, brother.
It says, for we are born at all adventure and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke and a little spark.
No, hold on. The breath of our nostrils is as smoke, and what?
And a little spark in the moving of our heart.
And the little spark in the moving of our heart. That's
it.
why they got to use a defibrillator to jump you back up. So Esau understands that concept.
Yeah.
That's it.
What I felt my electrical circuits. I felt, man. I said, I told y'all call him down. I said, look, brother, I'll be down there in a little while.
Right.
I didn't know if I was going to die or not. And I
Yeah,
kept
yeah.
thinking, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
And what did I finally say?
Your electrolytes.
Electrolyte deficiency.
Right.
And how did I know that? What conclusion? What was the conclusion? When I pulled over and peed, the pee came out super clear.
Okay.
I said that's a electrolyte deficiency.
Yeah.
See, we study science, man. I went through that earlier, man. Why did the Most High say in the law, when you circumcise your son, why did he say circumcise him on the 8th day? Do you know?
It's because they I think it's because they use vitamin K or something.
Where'd you get that from, bro? You been knew that? Now, when you look at it, it's vitamin K or K2. Now, when I looked it up, the way I presented the question, they didn't give me the right answer. They said 4 months. I said, no, I gotta. What I say? Why in the Bible? Why in the law does it say a baby boy got to be circumcised on the 8th day? Then he gave me the straight answer. He said because vitamin K builds up in your system at the 8th day. You do it on the 6th day, the baby will bleed out. You know?
Also, vitamin K stops the blood flow.
The clots of blood is vitamin K.
Right. Okay.
So where we at?
Back in Isaiah 56 and 10, his watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be barking at the mark of the beast is a chip. When the brother called in the show and he asked Captain Zariak shouldn't have said, well, I'm going to pass it on to Captain Kardazak. And Captain Kardazak says, well, General Yohana said we got to get our own medicine. Now, what does that have to do with the question?
Right.
You mean to tell me you're going to be like the Amish? You go to New Jersey and take half of New Jersey and that's your General Yohana land? No, because Esau going to have control over every fucking thing. You see, he went down to Venezuela, but he can't get you.
Yeah, and then he said, you can't get into that extra shit. He used the term extra shit. That Alex Jones. Well, what about the scripture where it says, be not ignorant of any matter,
Small or great. Right.
Cut.
What are you talking about?
Now that extra shit, you got to give him the extra shit. Now, when he said Alex Jones, he was really getting at us.
Yeah.
You could have said GMS.
Yeah,
We ain't offended, man. I said that to you, I'm saying that to you now. I said that to Captain Zariak. I said, Captain Zariak, I'll say, you know, they'll laugh and say, they'll say, you know, the high priest of GMS is. I said, I don't get offended at that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. We be laughing. We be laughing at you.
Captain Zariak said I was a piece of shit. When the Issacharite and the Benjaminite dude called back to back about the mark of the beast, you couldn't answer it, bro. So what are you guys guilty of? You're guilty of adding and taking away.
Right.
Pursuant to Revelation 22.
You're also guilty of sleeping on the job.
Yeah, because you can't say you didn't know. If I knew, I would have told somebody.
Sleeping on the
You
job.
know, because we've made countless videos on this subject. We talk about the mark of the beast without even trying to talk about the mark of the beast.
That's right.
We talk about a different subject, then we go in the market. And by the way, you black women got to learn how to douche.
That's right.
I'm gonna throw that in there.
That's right.
Oh, what's the dude? What's the guy? J.R. Wisdom. J.R. Wisdom did it. I subscribed to him, and the last show that he did early in the morning, maybe last night, was about black women that do not know how to douche, and their pussy be stinking. And it was black women that was cursing out other black women. You know? And he said that this one black woman that he's dealing with, she was stinking. He had to tell her. She got mad. He mentioned one chick that he was dealing with, and she was always fresh, so she knew how to douche. So you hoes don't know how to douche. I had a chick I used to deal with. She didn't know how to fucking douche, but she didn't stink all the time. But certain times she had that little. She was her pH balance was off. They also get They also get yeast infected. So you women don't know the sciences of nothing, man. When we get to you women, when we have a woman, when you get a woman, if you get a woman, you know what I'm saying? When you get a woman, you gotta be her daddy, man. You got to be her daddy. You gotta be her teacher, her lover. You gotta be everything to her, man. You gotta be a protector, because that's what they all want, even though they say different. You know? You the captain of the ship.
That's right.
And you gotta give them the sciences, man. These women, they got all these degrees. Our women are making good money, but guess what? They're lonely. They study, they got the degrees, they this, that, I'm degrees. I got this degree, I'm a lawyer and this. When you bring that shit to a man don't give a damn about your fucking degrees. He give a damn about what your body look like, your personality, what kind of woman you are. We don't give a fuck about your fucking degrees.
You don't smell like raw fish. Matter of fact, the reason why you smell like
rotten fish. Because raw fish,
Right.
rotten raw
they're
fish.
not supposed to smell bad. Fish that smells like fish is that rotten fish. You got rotten fish.
Isaiah, the 3rd chapter. This is the reason why the cats start meowing when you come.
Well, that's it.
The cats in the alley cats, start going crazy. Isaiah, the 3rd chapter and the 24th verse. Because you're under a curse. Most of you women, you're under a curse. Isaiah 3 and 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
You know what that means? That means you don't dush. You don't understand the concept of dushing. Now my grandmother, they had in the bathroom, you had the what do you call it? The vinegar bottle, which was the douche. I used to see that and it smelled funny. I'm like, what's up? They knew how to douche.
Summer's
These
Eve.
black, huh?
Summer's Eve.
Summer's Eve, right?
Yeah, Summer's Eve was one of them.
But you would get vinegar. You would get white vinegar out of the kitchen, and you put it in there, and you would take that thing and squeeze it up your twat. All right, and that would clean out that thing. So women back then, y'all women are fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfucking women are fucked. That's why you need a man. That's why you need a daddy.
And then they
Good.
if I may say, they smell too because they're supposed to wear dresses. They're supposed to let
Right.
lady parts breathe, man. Women wear combat boots and tight pants. And,
Yeah.
And you wonder why they smell the way they do.
Yeah, this the one chick that I dealt with. I was really into her because she was fine as hell, brother. She had a nice body and she was looking good. But you know what? The first time we went on a date, she wore combat boots. I cursed. I said, "What the fuck you wearing combat boots?"
Yeah.
You know? Then she told me, "Oh, you know, I just got to tell you this secret. I was born a boy. I was gonna smack the shit out of him." I'm just joking. I said, "Don't be joking like that."
Yeah, don't joke
You
like
know?
that, man. Word.
But she used to stink, man. Not all the time, once or twice. And I said in my mind, I said, this bitch don't know how to douche, because her mother didn't show her how to fucking douche, man. What's the problem with you fucking women, man? Huh?
Another thing too, they think that they're men. Women and men are different.
Right.
All right. We don't have a menstrual. You women do.
Right.
The reason why you have a monthly is to clear. It's the blood. That's like changing the oil of a car. The blood that comes out of you is filthy blood that accumulates in your body. We don't have to do that, bro.
Right.
That's to keep your womb clean so you can have babies. That's why you got these fucked up ass babies, man.
Men and women are totally different. Most High made men and he made women. But they don't want to accept that because of that feminism bullshit. And
That's why you must control the woman. You must have complete utter control of the woman. And you can't get that, man. You ain't gonna never have no woman. And you're supposed to have more than one, a man, an Israelite man, supposed to have more than one wife, man.
That's right.
And you know, and when you play the harlot,
Right.
you get the father's the one that pronounces death against you in the form of fire. He burns you up.
Yeah. Another thing too, these women don't understand that when you're a woman, you're a property to the father. Until the father
sells you to the man.
to your husband. So you'll always be property. Women like to jump up and say, "No man, own me." Right. No, you're wrong, honey.
That's what you black women say. That's why nobody wants you.
Yeah,
Not in bitching. Ain't
Yeah, that's
nobody
right.
gonna say, ain't nobody talking to me no more. Hey, because they tired of getting rejected, man.
Yeah.
And then nothing, they got fucking games. You have to own a fucking woman, bro.
The word woman means servant. What's the best place
Somebody
for a servant?
give me that in the pocket for possession. He that getteth
Right.
a woman getteth a possession.
That's right. The word woman means servant. A servant is supposed to be owned. A servant is supposed to have what? A master. Yes, who's the master?
Yeah, well, you should say back in the day, who's the master of the house? They used to
Who's the
actually say
master?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's house. I'm the master of the house.
So your man is the master.
Right.
But these women hear that, they go ballistic. What? Ain't no man my master.
That's why I say, if you got an Edomite that treats you well,
Right.
you can have your Edomite or 2 or 3 or 5. You can have your Edomite. What's that?
Like that singer Neo, he got 4.
Yeah, well, but you know why they're working with him? Because he got money.
Yeah.
If he was working for UPS, he wouldn't have him. You know, hold up. He's like this. And one bitch is like this. The other bitch is like this. The other bitch is like this. Like that. He wouldn't have them women if he was working for fucking FedEx.
Hell no.
Hell no.
He wouldn't have them for a woman if he was working for Uber.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
I got that scripture from Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24. And it reads, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
He that getteth a woman or wife, get it. When I say wife, the word in the Hebrew is ayasha, which means woman. So even if you get a concubine, that's your wife. She's just of a different status. That's why this world is all fucked up. These fucking women, they done fucked up everything, man.
And it goes back to Esau, really the top banking families. Because remember that interview with Aaron Russo when, Aaron Russo was telling the story. Nick Rockefeller asked him, what do you think of, was it feminism? To give women
Okay, yeah.
rights, make them equal. Yeah, he said,
Yeah, you
Nick
said that
Rockefeller
before,
told Aaron, you're an idiot. Aaron Russo was, why am I an idiot? Then he went into it. He said, look, we the Rockefellers, we set that up. We said that way we could get the women in the job market, so we could tax them.
Tax them, right?
And then at the same time break up the family.
Break up the family.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
And
And
that's
women's
exactly what they
live. And what's her name? What's her name? Was Steinem?
Gloria Steinem.
Gloria Steinem. Matter of fact, look up Gloria Steinem.
Okay.
What is she famous for? There's a picture of her
What
on
is
Time
Gloria
magazine and a
Steinem
black woman,
famous
for?
dark as hell.
That's something there.
Dressed up. Now, what is the conclusion of that? Ain't nobody want no. The black woman is the least dateable woman, man. I don't want no
Yeah.
black woman, man.
Then
You want none?
then all the songs that came, like Helen Reddy's song, I Am Woman.
Yeah.
And most of them songs were written by men.
Right.
All right, I can't see, I'm pretty sure Helen Reddy didn't write that song, I Am Woman. I bet you if I look it up, you'd probably say a man wrote it.
Yeah, probably so, small.
Yeah. Then you have a lot of songs in the late 60s or 70s, all praising the woman. Then in the 80s, forget about it.
Well, the black men, all their songs is bad. That's what was the blues all about?
Yeah.
You said because your woman did you wrong,
Yeah,
man.
you're wrong, yeah.
You know,
Country, same thing with country and western. Country and western.
nothing but the blues
Nothing but the blues.
with a twang on it.
Yeah.
And they're all Jake anyway.
Yeah.
Because them Irish, the whole country music scene was what? That come out of the Scott Irish lineage, which were black people.
Right. Yep.
So what they sing about how they lost their women,
They lost their woman, yeah.
They're under the curse.
Yeah. How they're a hard-working truck driving man, and one day they came home early, found another man in their home.
That's why you really can't have a woman.
Right.
You got to play the field. You got to be like Yafi Koto in what's the name of it? Blue Collar. You ever saw that movie? Well, that's a great movie. That's a great fucking movie. And so you three guys. Harvey Keitel was the Edomite, Richard Pryor, and Yafi Koto, and they were all working for GM in Detroit. So they had found out the paperwork on this. They had 2 books. They're gonna use it to what do you call it? Blackmail them to get money. Now the way they set up all of them, man. Richard Pryor, they got him by giving him a higher position. So he sold out at the end of the movie, right? Harvey Keitel, I forget what they did to Harvey Keitel. He stayed down in position. He's an Edomite, because he had that pride, right? This guy, Harvey, Yaphet Kolo's thing, you know what they had to do to him? They had to kill him. Because that's a great movie. Because when they were showing the different people, when they showed Harvey Keitel, not Harvey Keitel, but Yaphet Kolo, they said, no, we can't do that with this guy. This guy's a two-time loser. He'll say he'll win over you and still fuck you even if you win. Like if you give him something, he'll still fuck you. So they killed him. But out of all those three guys, Harvey Keitel had a woman, Edomite woman. Richard Pryor had a woman. Yaphet Kolo didn't have a woman. You know what he would do? He would get with the guys and get a hoe, get three hoes. They would drink, pop the hoe. They show you that they were popping them too in the movie. You know? And like that's his thing was. And he was just laid back. He was just laid back. So every couple of days, he invited, they had a party. It was them three and three hoes. Man. He's an ultimate bachelor, bro. And he had this, he was laid back and cool, man.
Yeah.
So they pretty much said, this guy, we got to kill him.
Right.
They set him up. But they knew that Richard Pryor, all you got to do is give him a higher position.
Yeah.
He gonna sell the fuck out.
Boy,
So he was the sellout of the fucking movie.
Right.
Harvey Keitel wasn't the sellout because Harvey Keitel said, you sell out. He picked up a thing and the movie stopped right there. It was a great movie.
Stop right there.
Great movie, man. If you can see that movie, would it come out in the 70s? Something like that.
Yep.
Now there was a scene in the movie, right, where they showed they were gonna get with these hoes. So Richard Pryor got up at 3 in the morning, thinking that his woman was asleep.
Right.
You know who that woman was?
Oh yeah.
That's Kim Phil's mother, if I'm not mistaken. Kim Phil's mother.
Yep.
Kim Phil's mother she was in all the shows, and then she got a daughter into it.
Right.
So he had him sleep at 3 in the morning, right? And he gets up, he put the shirt on.
Right.
And so she goes.
Yeah.
She gets up like Dracula and shit. She gets up. Nigga, where you going? Where you going? Maybe I gotta go move. We gotta move Harvey Keitel because he gotta pay extra rent for the next month. She said, bitch, don't lie to me, motherfucker. She said, you don't gotta come back either. And she went, oh. Went back to sleep. Shut him up. So if y'all can see that movie, did you see that movie, Blue Collar?
Oh, so
Tell me that was a good movie.
I don't remember it too well, but
I remember the goddamn. I remember the scene from the
parts
movie,
of it.
man.
Who was in it again?
Richard Pryor, Harvey Keitel, and Yaphet Kolo.
Yaphet Kolo.
Yep. There was a scene.
It's a real manly movie.
It's a manly movie. There's a scene where Richard Pryor gets a big screen, the council TVs, you know, the big box councils and shit. Back then, the TVs, no TVs, you know, TV would be cut. You have the guy, the national anthem, and the TV would cut for like 2 in the morning, right?
Remember that.
So his woman said, baby, turn the TV off. He said, I ain't turning shit off. He said, as much as I pay for this TV, we watching everything. We watching the goddamn snow.
Yeah. TV was really like that, man.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
And you went to sleep about 2 in the morning, you just went to sleep, and you got up in the morning and watched the fucking news.
Yeah.
You know? Now I remember there was another scene. Now Richard Pryor was the comic relief too, but he was also serious. When they used to get paid, they used to go right to the bar. Oh, yeah. And I remember a part where Richard Pryor was going to the bar and he was like, party! Yeah, party! Just like us with the teriyaki boy.
Oh, right,
when we used to
right,
get paid, we used to eat good, you know?
Right. Oh yeah, that was the day to eat good.
Yeah, when we got paid, working down at Mobile and shit, we used to eat good.
Yep.
We were starving, mobbing all week. But on Fridays, we ate fucking good, man.
That's true.
You know, we would go to teriyaki boy.
That's true. In the beginning of the week, we sharing sandwiches and shit.
We actually shared
Friday.
sandwich, brother. Our money was limited, man.
Yeah.
I remember we was in Queens, Long Island City, and it was Thursday. We knew the next day we were going to get paid.
Yeah.
We went and got that's when we was eating that garbage.
Yeah.
We got a Whopper.
Yeah.
We told the motherfucker to cut the shit in half. I ate half, he ate half. You know?
That's it.
So we went through it, bro.
Growing pains.
Growing pains.
Yeah, growing pains.
Yep. Now we laughing, you know?
Yeah. I'm walking from Flatbush, Brooklyn to Harlem.
Yeah, damn.
You said like 18 miles?
18 miles. I Googled it recently.
It was 18 fucking miles.
18 miles.
How many hours did it take you to
4 hours. Four
Man, you could, man, I should have known. I would have gave you some money. But I felt so bad.
I left the house because there's a 55th
So
and Church.
that's dedication for you.
Yeah.
55th and Church Avenue, right? I tell you, I could show you the route that I took. Go down Church Avenue.
You know the calories that you burn? That's
Oh,
why
yeah, that's why I
when
was
he
so
came in, he
freaking
was like this.
I was skinnier than both of you guys put together. Yeah, I would take Church Avenue all the way to Flatbush Avenue, all the way to Atlantic Avenue. That takes you to the bridge, right? Go over the bridge.
Man, that's some dedication for your ass. That's
Broadway.
a long fucking walk.
Yeah, Broadway, all the way to school.
Brother, you should have said something, man. I would have gave you money.
Yeah, well, you know.
But that was a spirit, man.
Yeah, I just came in. I had lost my job. King Marshall gave the order, don't jump the train. You know, back then you had to talk in. So,
I was still jumping the train.
Yeah.
And when your money's tight, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So I was afraid I'd get caught, you know, not that slick. So, hey, I looked at my legs. I said, fuck it, man. So I leave the house around 3 o'clock, get to the school around 7. The classes start around 7 o'clock. Classes start. You do what you got to do. You know, bottom line. So I'll read it again. Isaiah 3:24, it says, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. So that's talking about the woman. All right, that's why the woman. Well, that's in the Bible. You know about these. You speak English? Okay, so you know about these women, the lady parts. It kind of smells bad.
Yeah, but that's very well.
No, but what?
Not every female stinks.
No, I'm
We're
not saying
saying
that. No,
We're not
no.
saying
Wait a
that.
minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, let her
Let's give
go.
all
Let
the
her go. She's emotional. She's a woman. She's a woman. She probably stinks.
Right, yeah. All about the point now.
Not every lady stinks. How would you know?
Right, that's
Isaiah 3:24. Now we're not gonna try to beg her this, you know.
No, right.
Isaiah 3:24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and
You
instead
got a
of
whole
well,
bunch of stuff.
she'll probably have a problem with this.
You got a bunch of
This
boxes,
part here,
right?
It's
and
like,
instead of well set here,
One big box,
baldness.
then a package.
I would have.
So I guess
I
it's
know.
I
multiple
would have
things.
said
Okay,
You know
the
what I'm saying?
average
So,
so-called black woman.
That was it, right?
Does
That's
she
it.
wear a lot of
He
wigs
got
and
something else.
weaves? Why?
He ordered something today for it.
Because
So
Okay,
for next
the
week.
curse that the Heavenly
Yeah.
Father put on her. And when you read the whole chapter, it tells you why the Heavenly Father put that curse on these women. Because of their attitude. It says it because the daughters of Zion are haughty. Let me go to it. Right here. The 10th verse. I'm sorry, the 16th verse. Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks. Aren't we seeing that now?
Yeah.
Don't they act like their shit don't stink? That they're better than men? And feminism gave them those wings, right? It says, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. By the way, that's the women of this nation here, particularly the so-called black women, really particularly these 3 tribes. The southern kingdom, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, right? It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks, like, you know, looking down on the man, right? Especially the so-called black man, right? Like that chick that got, what the hell was her name? Ashley Janae. She's all in, she's all on the internet now. The chick who got killed by the so-called white man.
Yeah, you know what I would stand on that? We don't care.
Yeah.
And men, and it's coming out too, they're mad, because ain't no man give a shit. Fuck you, bitch, you died.
Yeah.
And the women are mad at us. Stay mad. We don't give a fuck about you. We had no business being with the fucking white man. What about you being with the white? We can be with the white. Hey, like you shy. We can be with the white woman.
That's right. That's right.
We
Yes.
can have any fucking woman we want.
Yep.
We can bring, hey, Uganda, they were asking for reparation from Turkey. Now you know what they're asking for? They're asking for 2 things, $1 billion and a whole bunch of beautiful Turkish women. That's what the government of Uganda wants. Because that's part of reparation. When you have reparation, you can ask for money and women. You know?
Women are spoiled. Women are booty.
Yeah. So we coming back to that, and that's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. You know, like when you was a boy, Christmas came, you had no pet. Well, our Christmas, which is the kingdom, is going to be woman, man. That's going to be we're going to get, oh man, we ain't going to know what to do. And they're all going to be young. They're all going to be 12 years old. And virgins. And then, give me that in, was that Esther, what is that, Esther 2 verse 12?
I had that on the ready too.
Okay, good. Now this is what they had. When you saw a woman in the ancient world of that region of the Middle East, they smelled wonderful. The preparation, they showed you that in the movie Mandingo. How the fat mama had you saw the movie, right, Mandingo? How they had to check the girl, get the girl taking a bath. Now what she said was, that thing stinks. Yeah, but master liked that smell. And you know what that was? Patchouli. If you smell patchouli, that's Esau likes that shit. We used to sell that, man. And we made a oil from that based upon that. We used to call it, I think we used to call it Mount Seir.
Yeah, Mount Seir.
And Edomites used to buy it.
We used to sell that shit, man.
And if you ever go down to Wall Street, the Edomites that got that fragrance, that's patchouli.
Smell like death.
It smell like death, dogs.
Damn. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, patchouli.
But women don't take baths no more. They take showers.
Yeah, they're not. There's a certain ritual. To take bath, clean the water. There's a certain ritual, man.
Because they think they're men.
Well, you got to get that thing to tush. You put that thing in there, and you spray it, and it falls into you. We were talking about that when you get tush. When they had the bag, yeah, with vinegar. The water bottle. Yep.
I'm telling you.
When you was a kid, your mother had that. It was always in the bathroom, man. And it smelled like vinegar. And it was for tush. I didn't know what the fuck it was back then. I know what it is now.
Summer's Eve. Summer's Eve.
That's true.
Yeah, some of these women, they think they can actually stand in front of a toilet, take a leak.
That's crazy.
I'd love to see that. That's some control for your ass. You women be able to stand in the toilet and just take a leak.
Look at this place is.
Yeah.
They got some shit called the seaweed where she can stand as like a funnel.
Damn.
Your Howard Shah got to come and destroy this society.
Yeah, man. Backwards. Bizarro world, bro.
Bizarro world. Hey, so this is Esther 2 and 12. I'll just go right to the point. Now when every maid's turn was come to go into King Ahasuerus, after that.
By the way, so you can give you a picture. How many of y'all saw the movie 300? You never saw it?
I saw it, I don't remember.
Okay, remember the bad guy, the big guy, the real tall guy at the end of the movie that killed King Leonidas? The main guy with all the jewelry on it. Right, it was Xerxes. That's him right there. That's what it's talking about. Because his name in the scriptures is Ahasuerus, but his name in the movie was Xerxes. He had two different names.
Right.
You know? So he was popping all them different women. You know? Come on.
Esther 2 and 12. Now when every maid's turn was come to go into King Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the women, for so were the days of their purification.
Purification. You couldn't be on your period. Come on, and we're going to go into the chase, or the chat on that.
For so were the days of their purifications accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the women.
Purifying meaning they were smelling beautiful. They can be a mile away, you can smell them. Read that again, please. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
let's read that in the the amplifier.
You want to get that?
Okay. Slack.
Because I'm not able
We
to
still
get
can't
That,
get
Yeah.
What was that, Esther?
Matter of fact, you know what? What is it? Esther 2 and 12?
Esther 2 and
The
12.
whole verse. Go to the chat. Say what does this
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
Because they couldn't have no smell at all.
No.
They couldn't stink. They had to smell sweet, super sweet.
Chat.
And it was embedded in their skin.
What does
their pores.
Esther
Yes,
2
the
and
king.
12
For the
mean?
king.
That-
So he got the best of everything. And she was a virgin.
Yeah. That's part of ruling class mentality. You shouldn't have to deal with no woman that smells like a garbage truck.
Yeah.
You know? Got it.
Yep. Now these bitches be smoking weed, so
They're
they
all but
their
the food
hair
they
stink.
fucking eat ain't
Yeah,
fucking right.
yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
You take a woman
Yeah,
out to
stink.
eat, they're gonna order lobster, because they saw the white man, and that whole lobster thing was marketing scheme, because they had so much lobster in Maine that they said we got to get rid of this lobster, so let's make it a delicacy, and people started eating it because rich people ate, you know, but that's all garbage.
Yep.
Women don't know that, but she's so fucking smart. She got she's an educated in this. She's a nutritionist, but ain't nothing wrong with eating shrimp. You know,
Like Apostle
That's all it
said,
is.
like you just said there, she's so fucking smart. That's Isaiah 3:16, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
it's the food that you eat too. The fact that you don't
Yeah.
bathe correctly, the food that you eat, the environment that you in, the clothes that you wear. You're supposed to be wearing cotton, you know, a linen.
Supposed to let her breathe.
Right.
Kitty cat.
We're supposed to breathe too. We're
Yeah.
supposed to wear. When you wear linen, you do not sweat.
Right.
You know.
So this
Apostle,
is
it's 6. This
Six
thing here
of-
is 6.
the scripture, surely a turning of things upside down
Yeah.
shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. That's what
Yeah.
Esau done. He's
Yeah.
turned everything upside down.
But you know what? Now everybody sees it. This whole thing about Israel, if you say something negative about him, they'll say that you're anti-Semitic, right? You know, the Americans are tired of that shit. What are you gonna say now? You're gonna say every American is, and who the fuck is you that you so special?
Right.
So Edomites are waking up to the fact that these people ain't shit, because they killing nothing but babies. For the last couple of years, they've been killing nothing but babies, blowing up hospitals. But if you say something negative, it's an anti-Semitic, man. They're worse than fucking Hitler. So now they done. MAGA, they're no longer behind Trump. You see how many people are getting fired and leaving and shit? They're no longer behind this guy. They all say that he should be impeached based upon 25th Amendment. And y'all know anything about the 20? Somebody bring it up if you can. The 25th Amendment.
What is the 25th Amendment?
And that shows you that the Constitution is bullshit, because why you have that so many amendments? If it was a perfect document, right? Why you got to have so many amendments? You got to keep adding to it. Amendment means to add.
And they can still add new amendments to that.
But when the Heavenly Father laid His Constitution, which is the Scriptures, there were no amendments.
All right, it says, I put, what is the 25th Amendment? It says, ratified in 1967, the 25th Amendment to the U.S.
Now,
Constitution.
mind you, the Constitution was written and ratified, I believe it was 1787, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So this is 1967. This wasn't too long ago. This is a new amendment. Come on.
Ratified in 1967, the 25th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution clarifies presidential succession and incapacity, establishing procedures for filling vice presidential vacancies and transferring power if a president is unfit or unable to serve.
He's unfit and unable to serve. They're saying this guy's cuckoo. He's cuckoo.
Didn't they say that about Biden too? For a period of
You know,
time?
they could have put him out too. You know? Here he was supposed to leave this way. The door's over there, he's walking that way. Which Nero did that a couple of times. There was one time when they showed it one time, recently, a couple of months ago, he was talking to the people and all of a sudden he turns around and just walks the other way.
Which it wouldn't matter if they put Daffy Duck as president. It wouldn't matter. Because, the top banking families, they're the ones that call the shots.
Right.
You know?
So people are finding out, you have that chick, American chick, pretty chick. She'll go into different videos, American preparedness, homestead or whatever. I don't know if y'all ever watch her. Little pretty Jake chick. And she'll show you clips of Edomites crashing out on how, look, I got a job, my wife got a job, my son got a job, and we still can't pay the bills. You know? And a lot of these Edomites are straight up homeless living in their cars, but what they do is, you wouldn't know it, because they join the gym, they'll take a shower, they'll eat and shit like that, they'll work, but they'll dress like they're not homeless, and they'll go somewhere where nobody can see that they're homeless, man. These Edomites are catching it, man. They're really catching it, which is good.
Like they should have listened to Henry.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
They should have listened to Henry Ford. Henry Ford put them up on game. Henry Ford said if they understood
The money system, the banking system,
Yeah.
I would believe that there will be a revolution before the morning. So people don't know, but people are beginning to wake up now.
Yeah.
Oh, they had another thing. Was on USA Today that they're rationing the food of these military men on ships out there in the Middle East. They give them a little piece of meat. What else? Some carrots. Half the plate. But you know what? They can't do nothing about it because they're in the Middle East. Where they gonna go? So they're gonna have good luck with the draft. Good luck with the draft, because ain't nobody gonna, join it. They ain't gonna obey your orders.
Now, if they had listened to the words of Smedley Butler, they would have known that war is a record.
Right, right.
So Smedley Butler laid it out. War is a record. But they don't know. They don't know.
People are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Matter of fact, this guy, Carol Quigley, he made a statement. He said, the American people, he said that in the early 60s, American people should know the banking family, should know about the banking families.
Right.
But they don't know. They don't know about the Rothschilds. Very few of them do.
They don't know how the money system works. They don't know that the Federal Reserve is not real money.
Right.
Real money pursuant to the Constitution is gold and silver. You know what? Ask Chad a question.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Chad a question. What is real money according to the Constitution?
See, that back then there were more Americans that were more vigilant,
Chat. What is
right? They
real
fought
money
against the bank,
according to the Constitution?
right? The banking, the power of the banking family.
And you know why? Because they were teaching them in school. They don't teach you shit.
They fought against the banking families, right? They were more vigilant. Today, no, that's, once 1913 came and went, and that was right, Jekyll Island and all that was set up. From that moment, the bank had total control. All right, December 22nd, 1913. That's when the
That was the beginning of it.
Yeah.
It was the Federal Reserve Act. But really, when they took it was in 33, March of 33, when they confiscated the gold. That means that was a bankruptcy. The country was bankrupt. That's why everything you do, they got to get you sign the contract, adhesion contract, which is the application. It's not an application; it's a contract. You're bound by the contract.
because even what's his name, Woodrow Wilson, he made a statement. He said, "I have unwittingly sold out my country."
Yeah, they use them as a setup.
Right after the
To push the
Yeah.
Federal Reserve Act.
there you go.
Now, he was a professor. And then he realized after the fact that they used them. But show you what, there's people behind the scenes controlling, the super rich control everything.
So has that changed from what Woodrow Wilson said? No. If anything, it's gotten worse, and it's getting even more worse.
There was a picture, he said that there was a picture of everyone Rothschild pointing at Prince Charles.
Yeah, he's pointing
yeah.
at him like, and it's getting to the point where the bankers will try to put a chip inside not just American people, but people all over the world. That's what they want. They want to put a chip inside of everything and have total control.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it's all about. You got it, brother.
The reason why the people are so docile because in 1946 they took the etymology of words out of the schools.
Yeah.
So you don't know what words mean.
Yep.
You just go, and then they added remember when you said television ended, and it ended like around 2 in the morning.
Right.
That shit runs all day, every day now. So it just perpetually just keeps you away from what you're supposed to be learning.
It's called television programming. The program you basically to be a dummy. You know? You got it.
Okay. All right, this is Chat. I asked Chat. I said, Chat, what is real money according to the Constitution? Chat said, according to the United States Constitution, real money is defined quite narrowly. Two key sections matter. Article 1, Section 8 gives Congress the power to coin money and regulate its value. Article 1, Section 10
Well, here's the thing: we're not even using coin money anymore. We're using a goddamn piece of plastic, and then it's going to go from that. That's part of gradualism. It's going to go from that to what? An actual chip inside of it. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Article 1, Section 10 says, states cannot make anything but gold and silver coin.
That's money. That's money.
What happened to that?
Where's the Federal Reserve notes written in the It's not in there.
Nope.
As a private organization, private business, owned by mostly European stockholders.
Oh, where's the Legion of Edomites stand up to enforce this?
These
Where they at?
Edomites in America, they don't read the Constitution. A lot of them don't know how to read.
Then they look down at Jake. Ah, you're so stupid. Oh, motherfucker, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
This is your kingdom.
Yeah.
You been pimped by. Look. Got a message for you. Got a message for you, poor white trash. You need to call Daddy Rothschild.
Yeah.
Call Daddy Rothschild. Call Daddy Oppenheimer. Call Daddy Rockefeller. They'll take care of you. They'll
Yep.
give you. They'll give you your share of the pie.
They ain't gonna give you shit.
So stop complaining.
Bring the war.
Yep.
The War of 1812.
Yeah, it was the Bankers' War.
The Bankers' War.
All wars are Bankers' wars. Y'all should watch that. That'll put you up on game. Michael Rivera.
House of Rothschild.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the movie House of Rothschild. Yeah.
Exactly what they.
Yep. The slickery and trickery of the Rothschild family. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, it says Article 1, Section 10 says states cannot make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts.
Payment of debts. What's saying your so-called dollar bill? This note is for all debts, public and private. So it's debt. No, the debt is paid with the gold and the silver.
Yep.
Federal was gold, silver was states. And people don't know that, man. This is called fiat money.
Yeah. Right on
People don't know that, man. But then they always come against these black people. We're the ones that's waking you up to what's going on,
Exactly.
man.
Exactly. Yeah, the dollar bill said legal tender. No, it's not. Not according to your constitution.
Right.
You dumbass.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's nothing but a debt note.
Yeah.
And the movie, the first Dumb and Dumber movie, there was a scene where he owed somebody a lot of money, and he was gonna pay the guy, and he opened up a suitcase, and there was nothing but white paper with dollar signs on it. And he said, "What you give me this for?" He said, "This is money."
Yeah.
So what you mean it's money? He said, "It's as good as money." Why was that? Because that the greenbacks, so-called, it's just paper, just
Right.
a piece of paper.
Right.
So they showed you that in the comedies, they show you the truth.
Right.
And that went over every people laughed.
And then here's the thing with that.
Then they call the movie Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
You got to eat him out, he's dumb. This guy next to him is dumb.
That's the average American, Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Yeah. And then on the paper dollar bill, especially the $1 bill, it's filled with add insult to injury.
Yeah.
It's filled with satanic symbols.
Right.
You can't make this shit up, man.
There's an owl on the bill. There's an owl.
Right.
Yeah.
And that represents Molech, the Bohemian Grove.
Right.
You know?
You got the pyramid on there with that's a satanic symbol. You got the Latin words. America speaks English. What the fuck is Latin doing? What's up with that?
Yeah.
What is Latin doing on the American dollar bill? You
Exactly.
don't speak Latin. You speak English.
More proof that this is wrong.
That's right. You barely speak that. Anyway, well that's Isaiah 61. Gross darkness people. You know? You got it.
All right. It says Article 1, I'll read this again. Article 1, Section 10 says states cannot make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. What that means in plain terms, at the time the Constitution was written, money equals coined metal, especially gold and silver. Paper money was viewed with suspicion because of inflation problems during the Revolutionary War.
Now, I remember I had read this. I forgot who said it. I think it was one of the bankers. He said, look, we need an elastic currency. See, gold and silver, that's not an elastic currency. You can't, gold and silver, you can't fake it.
Right.
But with paper dollars now, you can stretch it. That's an elastic.
Meaning you can can put more dollars in the system.
Right.
Which caused the price. People saying the price is up. No, the price is not going up. The value of the money is going down. You don't understand. That's a simple concept.
Yeah, the guy said, we need an elastic currency. And
That's
that's
when
what
you can go from inflation to deflation.
you can stretch it.
Yeah, you know how you become rich?
Yeah.
In an inflationary period, all the prices go up. Wait till the prices go back down, then you buy low.
That's what they did. That's what the Rothschilds did.
Right.
That's how they became the
They
top
lied
ranking.
about the law with what's the general?
Wellington.
Wellington.
Right.
They said that Wellington lost the war to
Napoleon. Right.
And then what they did was people started selling the stock. The Rothschilds had their agents secretly buy the stock. Then they said, "Oh no, Wellington defeated
Napoleon.
Napoleon."
Yeah, right.
What happened? The stock went back up, and that's how they became dirty, super rich. Manipulation, man.
Playing both sides of the market.
Well, that's what Trump did. Really, that whole thing with the gas going up. He told them guys, look, I'm gonna make the gas go up, so y'all buy it now. The gas go up, sell. As the gas come back down, y'all rich. So if you got a guy that's a billionaire, he might wind up being, after this whole ordeal, he might be worth $10 billion. They're playing the market, man.
And that's what they do on the weekends because the markets is down.
That's
so
right.
The markets get back in. They start to sell.
That's right. That's
how they
right.
make their money.
That's right. That's right. Yep, go ahead.
Proverbs 20 and 23. Yahweh waits on abomination until Yahweh watches. And a false balance is not good.
That's right. That's right. That money's based upon balance. So where we at?
Still in chat. It says, at the time the Constitution was written, money equals coin metal, specifically gold and silver. Paper money was viewed with suspicion because of inflation problems during the Revolutionary War.
I think it was Lenin. I know I read that too. He said, notes ravish a nation. What does America have? Notes. Notes, right?
Yep.
You know, they don't really have no money. Like they call it a dollar. A dollar, we went into this a long time ago. Dollar means measurement. Measurement of what? Real gold, real silver.
Right.
A dollar. But this so-called money, what is the measurement of? It's totally psychological.
Right.
That's why the scriptures say uncertain, trust ye not in uncertain riches. That's the so-called money we have now, uncertain riches. You got it.
All right. It says, so constitutionally speaking, real money originally meant gold and silver coin,
See that?
not paper currency or credit.
Not paper currency or credit.
Right.
And now it's going from paper to what? Digital. And ultimately, what's the last stop? To put that chip inside the skin.
Yep. I think you had Esther, possible.
Yes, sir. Esther 2:12. It says, now when every maid's turn was come to
Well, he
go.
read that, so go to the chat
Okay.
and
Okay.
ask him, what does that mean?
Okay.
That's 2 and 12.
So
Chat,
all this,
what does Esther 2 and 12 mean?
so all this information that we're bringing out, your average so-called Americans, you're supposed to know that information, but you don't know and you don't care. America's fun land, man. If there's no fun in it, bread and circuses, man. You care more about your bread and your circuses. That's what your elites gave you. They gave you bread and circuses to keep your mind occupied from what's really going on. Most of these Americans are more into the Super Bowl. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? That's what they care about. So, and then you complain about how you're being fucked by the American, the American dream. How you deserve to be fucked. You don't want to know about it. You don't want to know what's going on.
Things get brought up playoffs.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
All right. It says, Book of Esther, chapter 2, verse 12, is describing the preparation process for the young women who were brought before King Ahasuerus, Xerxes the First.
So it says both of that. It says Ahasuerus and Xerxes.
Yep. Yep.
See?
Yep. It's like you said earlier.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says in simple, yeah, 'cause in the Bible it says that he was richer than them
Yeah,
all.
that's in
So-
Daniel chapter 11.
On Daniel. Okay.
The fourth became richer than them all.
Right.
That's why he was selling all them Greeks out with that money. You know?
It says, in simple terms, the verse says that before any woman could go in to the king, she had to complete a full 12 months of beauty treatments.
So did women have jobs back then? No. Their job was to please the man that they were with. That's it.
That's it.
Our women in the ancient world didn't have to pick up their hand to do anything. They had say. In the kingdom, ain't no Israelite woman gonna be working.
Right.
They're gonna be living in their houses, which is our house, and we're gonna come and see them when we want to see them, man.
Like
And we're gonna be having hey, like my man said, we did so much fucking that they changed the whole land. And the part of the fucking is these other nations, man. Like them, Ukraine, guess what? Ukraine is gonna be intact. There's a shortage of men. You got nothing but beautiful women in Ukraine.
Right.
What do you think? That's what we're here for. We're gonna be lying up, man.
That's it.
Hey, like the movie Officer and a Gentleman. So he backed off, jacked off, and fucked the other two. If y'all remember the movie, you remember the movie when Richard Gere, and he had this guy, Louis Gossett, who played the drill sergeant, and he's making Officer and a Gentleman. Well, he had this Caton, and he was talking about a man that said he can pop every 99 women, 100 women, and he popped 98 of them. Then they figured you can't do the last two, and they said he backed off, jacked off, and fucked the other two. I remember that, man. And he sounded just like a drill sergeant, you know?
Hey, didn't he win the Oscar for
He
it?
won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
And do you know, a little fact, do you know that he used to play for the New York Knicks? Louis Gossett. Look it up. Come on.
I had a precept for you. 1 Timothy, 5th chapter, and 13th verse. And withal, they learn to be idle, talking about the women, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not, talking about the woman.
Yeah.
I will therefore that the younger women marry. Now let's see if it's going to say get a job and be on the job and all of that, right? The job is your career, right? I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Nowhere in that verse does it say to get a job, right? Now, we know why the women had to end up getting a job. It's like Aaron Russo spilled the beans, right? And I don't think Aaron Russo was supposed to relay that secret. That's one of the reasons why I think they might have silenced him.
I think so too.
Yeah, because he said Nick Rockefeller told him, look, we created that. And there's two reasons why we created it. One, to tax the women, which we weren't able to do because they weren't in the workforce. Get them out in the workforce, now we can tax them. And the other reason was to destroy the family. Because the woman took care, when the husband was at work, the woman took care of the family.
Now you got nothing but adults. You want to get a promotion, you got to pop the boss. You know?
Or
And these women don't want to work. They're not built to be on
They
the
don't want to
work
work.
market. That's why they're on YouTube and TikTok crying and shit. Oh, I work at this. This one woman, she was 40. She looked good to be 40. She said, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got nothing going for myself. I ain't got nothing. But the big thing, too, is women like to say that they're the prize or they have value. Let me ask y'all the question. What is the value that a man brings to a relationship? He brings money, he brings this, he brings protection. What's the value of a woman? Raise your hand, don't yell out. What's the value of a woman? What is the value of the woman? I'm asking y'all out there in the chat. Give me some answers now. What's the value of a woman? We're talking about what's the value of a man. Why does a woman got this man instead of that man that's homeless? Because he brings value, right? What's the value of a woman since women say that they're the prize, which they're not the fucking prize? Does it say anything?
No, not yet.
What's the value of a for pleasure?
Right.
To have babies and to give you pleasure.
Yeah.
To have babies and to give you pleasure. When you do it, you got a woman. I meet a woman, she look good. I think if I open up a door for a woman, and I'll tell women this, I said, let me tell you how men are. If I see a fine woman, I'm gonna open up the door for her. I'm gonna say, she's gonna say thank you, and I might say, you're welcome, gorgeous. Now she might say, well, thank you, handsome, or whatever.
Right.
That's a conversation started right there.
Right.
Then you build on that. From that particular point, when I open up that door and there's conversation, what's in my mind? How much shit I gotta go through to get in the bed?
Right.
And once I get in the bed, how many times can I keep getting in the bed? Because eventually you're gonna lose it, right? I gave you women the secret of how men are.
Right.
If they go to the club, when I used to go to the club, I went to the club for one reason and one reason only. To ask a girl to dance,
Yeah.
to say, what's your name? My name is Melody. What's your name? My name is Joe. You live around here? Yeah, I live such and such and such. I said, oh yeah. Do you got a man? No. I said, you sure you ain't got a man? Yeah, sure. I ain't got no man. I just broke up with a man 3 months ago, right? Let me get your number. The time that I go like this to reach her hand and she comes up to dance with me, I'm already thinking one step closer to getting the box. That's your value. That is your value, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can say I'm the prize and I'm this and I'm that. No, you ain't the prize,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The man is the prize. But the Israelite man is the prize, not the white man. See, this black woman went to Africa with the white man, looking like what's this guy, Goldberg, the wrestler, and she wound up dropping dead. And men, what do you think of that? The bitch had no business dealing with the fucking white man. So we don't give a damn about that bitch. Next. So give me the comments. What's it say in the comments?
All right. Let's see.
I know the comments got to be hot.
We got Arya Malak. He put to serve and worship the Israelite men.
But you got to go deeper. That's good, but you got to go deeper. You got to give. When you deal with a woman, you got a relationship girl with the woman. When you call her over, what is it to do? It's to cuddle, play with her, might go for a walk, and pop her. That's it. Right. Then if you got a baby, you make her pregnant, then you're responsible for that shit. You know, that's where the value comes in. You know. So the Most High setting up the Israelite man up to save you women. You know.
We're your savior.
We're your savior. Oh, you just blasphemy. Wait a minute, there's more than one savior.
Yep.
Somebody go to Obadiah, first, there's only one chapter long. Said the Most High will establish saviors, and they're men.
You're supposed to be calling us Lord.
They ain't gonna do that.
Sarah
They're gonna
called,
have to wait until the kingdom comes.
Sarah called Abraham Lord.
What's the comment say?
Okay.
Nigga, you ain't Abraham.
12 tribes of Israel, 95. He put help me, servant, to or for a righteous man.
Y'all gotta go deeper, man. The real value is that what she got between her legs and her body. And her femininity and her beauty, man.
Oh, that's in the Apocrypha. Nothing a man loved better than the countenance of a woman. Cheereth him up better than the countenance of a woman.
Anything else?
Y'all
ain't hitting the source, man. Y'all saying good things. Y'all ain't hitting the source. Because you just described Aunt B. That's what you just described. Read the comment again. Aunt B can make an apple pie, but, you know.
Yeah, who the hell wants to have sex with Aunt B?
Ain't nobody want to have sex with Aunt B. So y'all gotta go right to the fucking point, brother. Right. You know?
The brother Arya Malak put her box.
It's okay, brothers.
Thank you, that's what I want.
It's okay,
Her
brothers.
whole body, the way she looks. She got to look good too.
Yeah, man. Every woman knows that. Every woman knows that the real currency is beauty.
Yeah. And like that song Brick House.
Yeah, it is.
She's letting it on. She all letting it on.
Anything else?
Make an old man wish for younger days because you can make a good apple pie.
After you make an apple pie, she'll iron the shirts and shit. You know?
Make an old man wish
For younger days, yeah.
You know why the old man wishing for younger days? So it's like the so-called Jamaicans say, so he can pan it long. Yeah, man. Shit. Fold it like a taco and go to work. Right. You know?
Okay, let me see what else here.
I mean, come on, that's why a man, number one reason a man wants a woman. Get his thing off, man. And then if that woman is decent, you can actually deal with her. She actually has character, so to speak. Then you can, okay, I can do something with this.
You can watch a movie with her, you know, you can watch a movie at home.
Yeah.
You can play with her, you know, have fun with her, you know, and then at the end of the day, you know, the main dessert is the sex.
Yeah.
That's why you deal with her, man. You know?
If she's silent, if she's loving, why do you think the Apocrypha says it all?
And then
silent.
she can be a little talkative, she can be a little argumentative too. But that's the sassy part of her. You like a little sassiness over there.
Yeah.
But you tell her, okay, babe, you said, okay, slow it down.
Yeah, the scripture say a silent, loving woman is a double grace, right? Because most of the time, a man just, you don't want to hear a woman rabbit and blah, 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 blah. Who the hell would say that? You know? But that's today's woman. You know, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, for real. That's a turnoff, man.
A man wants, above all, a man wants peace. Like when I go home, I'm not dealing with no woman. I go home, I open up that door, it's peaceful as shit up in there. All right? That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't want no woman up in my fucking head. You came home a little late today.
Yeah.
So what?
Don't question us.
Yeah.
So
And
what?
then
I came home.
back in the day when I was dealing with a lot of different women, when I was younger, you had certain women that actually sing to you. You in the bed together, you ain't having sex, and she actually sing to you. A lot of them sounded good. And that made you happy, you know?
Yeah, they want you to entertain them. You're supposed to entertain me.
Coming to America.
Yeah, you're supposed to entertain me. I'm entertain you. What am I here to amuse you? What am I, a clown? Here to amuse you? You're supposed to,
Oh, so psychopath. Yep, 631. Yep.
you're supposed to amuse us. That's what.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah. Genesis 3:16.
Yeah.
The man shall rule over the woman.
And like when the men back in the day, they clap their hand and the women start dancing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like in the Ten Commandments.
Yeah. They clap their hand. And
Yeah.
You know, the women start dancing. Then,
Yeah.
you know, the man is sitting.
This one woman I used to deal with, she used to dance. She danced her ass off, man.
There you go.
And I would clap, and then she would just come to me.
There you go.
But the demons came out of her, you know. Demons used to come out on her head. She was good. She was nice in one virtuous in 1 minute. The next minute she was a demon, man.
And these women, they're gonna dance for us, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna entertain us. Gone are the days where we have to entertain them.
Yeah. Yeah. For real.
They're gonna entertain us.
Anyway, we're gonna close.
All right, hey, shalom to the elect. Till the next time. Stay prayed up.